welcome to my flight experience. Today I'm returning to Melbourne. It's been an amazing 6 days staying in Malaysia, so I'm gonna explore the residential block one last time before my flight. Although it's quite humid at this time, at least I'm still enjoying the view. Also, the garden is decorated quite beautifully. And guys, it's now time to officially say goodbye to this block. I'm about to head down to the lobby to wait for the coach to take me to the airport for my flight to Melbourne. One quick reflection of this place is that this place is quite easy to adapt, especially it was for 5 to 6 days. I've shared the block with a few other people, although 1 or 2 people will have their own bedrooms. I had to learn how to do my own laundry in a unique way, where I had to download the app and then use the code. Only cost me 13 ringgit overall to wash and dry the clothes. It's quite cheap. These 5 to 6 days is pretty short, so it pretty much motivated me to make the most out of my trip in Malaysia. And now I'm officially gonna drive out of this residential place. It's a half an hour drive or 40-minute drive to the airport. Well, Grab is also quite common in Malaysia, especially because it's owned by Singapore, I guess. Anyway, I'm also gonna miss this track because I've run this pathway before. Now we're making our way to the airport. To be honest, this is also the road trip I quite enjoy. There are a lot of tolls, especially when you want to use public roads such as freeways or highways. Now we're making our way inside to check in at the airport, especially the departure gate. The fun fact is I also walked past the same door during arrival. My flight today will be leaving at 8:35 p.m. Malaysia time. It will be arriving at around 7 a.m. with Melbourne time the next day. This is the International Departure Terminal, which is Terminal 1. It's quite a big airport with a really nice view. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the check-in counters, which are today digitalized. Many big airports nowadays are using digitalized check-in to make it easier for passengers to travel. All I need to do is print my boarding pass, and after that I'm gonna go do my bag drop-in at the check-in counter. To be honest, I'm quite an inexperienced traveler, so it took me a while to figure this out, but in the end I got it. Now here we are about to check in for bag drop. It only took 10 minutes as it was automated. Now we're about to go to the immigration hall where it's automated screening. Now we're headed for a passport check. Although only an exclusive amount of countries would undergo an automated passport check. If you're from Australia, all you need to do is fill in the MDIC. You don't need a visa. It's quite easy to get in. Leave for a week of passport is still manual. Now we're about to walk past customs before duty free.
Past the immigration already.
The view of this airport
Look
is
at
quite
that.
nice.
I love the picture of Kuala Lumpur airport. It's beautiful. Oh my god.
After custom check, now we'll walk to the duty free. Hopefully we have time to eat before we board our flight. So we got like 2 hours-ish. This is the aero train that comes every 5 minutes maximum. It's quite convenient, especially when you want to go to your departure gate. I also took the same Skytrain on my arrival 6 days ago. Though it does get crowded at times, especially a lot of passengers are transiting through this airport and it's really big and convenient. Also, this is the view I can never forget. I'd enjoy watching all the planes sitting there on the satellite terminal while I'm boarding the aero train to my departure gate. Though before that, I'm gonna go have dinner. And now we're about to head underground. Oh, here we go again. Guess I was too early to watch the planes at the satellite terminal. To be honest, like only a few airports I've been to like also had this experience, like Singapore Changi and Hong Kong International Airport.
Kita akan tiba di stesen sebentar lagi. Pegang susul tangan dan sila keluar dengan berhati-hati.
Now we've deboarded the air train at the satellite terminal. It's pretty much the same gate I walked past when I was arriving. Now I've got the 4K view of getting a lot of Malaysia Airlines fleet. This will be my last meal in Malaysia before I leave. Now finally I've had my last meal in Malaysia. We're in the process of making our way to the departure gate. To be honest, the walk is not too far. Even though this airport is quite big, it's quite easy to navigate and you always have the airport staff willing to guide you to your departure gate. They give you directions, which is quite nice. As I said earlier, KLIA is a really big airport, so you must accept having big crowds. And now we've eventually made our way to our departure gate. Now we arrived at our gate. Although this airport does things differently, why this time, even though there were a lot of people, it wasn't too bad at all. I had an exclusive departure gate, which is only tailored for the destination you're going to. Unlike Melbourne Airport, where they had a check-in baggage check for every passenger, I feel like KL one does so much better.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I guess that will be tonight's ride, which will be the Airbus A330-900neo. Can't wait to ride on it for the very first time. Though this area looks like a lounge and it seems quite nice. Now it's finally time that we're about to board our plane.
And I just don't have a word to be talked at like that.
As soon as I step onto this plane, this aircraft is quite nice, it's very innovative. My seat will be 24K. For now, I'm just gonna play around the screen.
arrives Melbourne.
Malaysia Airlines is planning to upgrade
Sure.
all of its aircraft by purchasing new aircraft to make its passengers quite happy. It's great they offer free Wi-Fi through Edge Connect, although it can be a bit slow at times, but it still works. Now this is the flight safety information.
During takeoff and landing.
We're about to push back before taxiing. Though I do apologize for the poor view because it's more about my selfie than the outside itself. During liftoff, the entire plane goes dark, though it resembles a nice view. This plane didn't have a lot of people, that's why the seat left to mine was quite empty, which allowed me to take up 2 seats, though it wasn't enough space for me to lie down. Also, they're about to serve dinner soon. Woohoo! I got my dinner! Well, they always serve salted peanuts on the plane. Can't wait to see what I have. Cake does look quite nice though. Overall, the meal they serve was quite appetizing. I guess it's chicken with rice or something. And now they're in the process of serving refreshments. Now I've decided to entertain myself with a Japanese movie on the flight before I go to bed. I guess I've been influenced by J-drama recently because I also watched a Japanese movie on the flight to Kuala Lumpur from Melbourne. The passenger behind me was eating, so I had to switch to the seat on my left. Well, just to be mindful. I only had 2 hours of sleep, and now we're about to touch down in Melbourne. It's 6:50 AM, the view seems so nice. Can't wait to be back in Australia. To be honest, Wednesday morning is really a great time to touch down. Now that we are in the process of pushing in, welcome back to Melbourne. I really love this flight overall because the service was excellent and the punctuality. They arrived in Melbourne 15 minutes early. Also, the best part was they used the new Airbus A330, which is very modern, and the in-flight entertainment was not as slow as the flight from Melbourne to Kuala Lumpur where they used the old Airbus A330. Therefore, I cannot say this flight is exceptional. I love to fly with Malaysia Airlines again. Indeed, they have really improved. Now we are in the process of deboarding. Wow, look at the business class part of the plane. So nice.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Dee. Bye-bye. See ya.
Thank
Bye.
you. See you later.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Alright guys, I can't have you congregating here. I need you to move down, please.
Once again, I would say the Malaysian Airlines cabin crew did display Malaysian hospitality. I'm quite happy with this flight. Immigration arrival hall is still quite chill. I'm surprised that even Australian immigration cards are still filled in manually. Though before I go through the arrivals process, I have to collect a ticket, which shouldn't take too long. It's like a yellow ticket. I don't know what it's for, but I'm guessing it's like a pass or something. Before I came to this arrival hall, the immigration was manual, but now they digitalize it, but only for past exclusive countries. Now we're heading over to claim our baggage. On the last stage, the only thing we need to give out is our arrival cards. No, just alone. Wow, so great to be back. Even though my trip was quite short, 6 days, but full of memories, unforgettable. Also, due to the fast track, the immigration arrival only took me half an hour, so I got out of the arrivals by 7:40 a.m. Currently, I'm boarding the Sky bus back home. The ticket is only $24 if it's one way. Gotta say goodbye to Melbourne Airport. I'll see you again in 1 month because I'm flying with Cathay next month. I honestly cannot wait. The route I took was between Southern Cross and Melbourne Airport. It comes every 10 to 15 minutes, and the duration between those two places is around half an hour if the traffic is good, or 40 minutes. Anyway friends, thank you for watching this video. Hopefully I see you guys in my next video. Anyway, I gotta go now. Bye bye.